Three can keep a secret if two of them are dead. Have You Seen Me seamlessly picks up where Gossip Girl leaves off, but with more sex, more lies, and more dead bodies a la How to Get Away with Murder and You. When a coveted member of a group of entitled yet ambitious 20-somethings goes missing, their deadly secret is threatened to be exposed. But the real question is, who will be next? Read Have You Seen Me by creator Candy Washington on Amazon Kindle Vella, or listen and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram at Candy Washington. Let's go!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care. As always, I'm Candy Washington, and I am honored to help you lead a more joyful life. So before we dive into today's episode, which is 7 ways to refresh your life, 7 ways to get your life back together. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the podcast, and subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. And don't forget, if you need a little bit more support on your journey to self-love, self-worth, and your manifestation journey, be sure to check out the Create Your Dream Life course. It is linked below. We also have a Facebook group. We have more podcasts. We have other free resources. So check out everything that is in the link below, that is in the description box and in the show notes. So with that, let's dive in. So first, let's talk about why do we want to refresh our lives? Why do we want to get our life together, if that makes sense? What does that really mean? What's the intentionality behind it? So when I talk about refreshing your life, what I really mean is creating the space and moving the energy for something new, better, higher, and different to flow. That's what I mean by refresh your life. Sometimes we can feel very stuck. Sometimes we can feel very stagnant. Sometimes we can feel very lost or confused. Trust me, I have been there. I have felt all of these things. I have felt stuck. I have felt confused. I have felt lost. I have felt unsure. I have felt unmotivated, not creative, not productive, all of those things. So I definitely understand how it feels. So I wanted to share with you some of my top ways to get unstuck, to get a refresh, to be able to move the energy of not feeling in a good place, feeling stuck, to feeling empowered, inspired, creative, and that you have your stuff together. So with that, let's start with number 1. The first way to refresh your life is to declutter, clean, and organize. So that might sound simple, it might sound daunting, it might sound boring, but the truth of the matter is your environment, your space is so important in how you feel. So if you're feeling, stuck, or you're feeling not motivated or not inspired, try cleaning. Try organizing, whether it's your apartment, your house, your office, your car, whatever it may be. And you can start small. You don't have to say, I'm going to go and totally revamp my house or revamp my apartment or whatever it is. That also puts a lot of pressure and makes it overwhelming. So start small. If there is a pile of clothes, you want to pop in your earbuds, listen to some music, and just fold the clothes, put the clothes away, do the dishes, maybe move things around, make sure things are clean. Because remember, the purpose of refreshing your life, of getting your life, quote unquote, together, it's so that you are clearing the space and you are moving the energy for something better, higher, and more inspiring to move in. So by cleaning out the space, by decluttering where you are, that is powerful energetically. Just think about it. Anytime you're in your apartment or your house or wherever you live, if it's cluttered, if there's a lot of things around, if it's unorganized, you feel that energy. That energy inside you feels stagnant. It feels stuck. It feels all of those things clogged up and cluttered. So create the space, move around the energy, declutter, clean, and energize, and make it fun. Listen to some music while you do it, or listen to one of your favorite podcasts while you clean. Start small, do little corners, do little things. And before you know it, you'll have decluttered and cleaned everything. That's a huge thing. Move the energy around. Be mindful of what your environment is. The second thing is to organize your wardrobe, makeup, and have different piles. So go through all your clothes, go through all your makeup if you wear makeup, go through all your stuff and all of that stuff, and have, what am I going to keep? What am I going to throw away? And what am I going to donate? Because refreshing and revamping your wardrobe is, to me, one of the best ways to step into the next version of yourself that you're becoming. So if you can go through your wardrobe and say, you know what, the old version of me would wear this. This no longer fits. It's too big. It's too small. Or I've never worn this. Or I don't wear this anymore. Move it out. Again, remember, it's all about creating the space, moving the energy for something better to flow in, for something higher to flow in. So if your closet is full of things you never wear, or if it reflects the old version of you rather than the new version of you, like say the new version of you that you're becoming has a higher paying job, is, working at X, Y, and Z, lives X, Y, and Z, has this type of lifestyle. Does your clothes reflect that person? Maybe it's as simple as getting rid of some of the stuff that doesn't reflect that and adding in a really nice blazer or a different color palette. Maybe you want to do more nudes and creams, or maybe you want to do more brighter colors. Whatever the case may be, think from the place of, what does the highest version of me look like? What does she wear? How does he style his clothes? He, she, they, whatever, just for yourself. Think about, who is the highest version of me? And what lifestyle does that version of me have? And then from that place, clean out your wardrobe, clean out your makeup, clean out all of that stuff, and then add in new items that reflect the highest version of you that you're becoming. The third is do a friendship inventory. Just as important as our physical environment, the people that we have in our space is equally as important as well. So think about, who are your friends? Who do you hang out with? Do they bring inspiration to you? Are they aspirational? Is their energy stagnant? Is the only thing you do with them, you kind of hang out, maybe you drink, maybe you do whatever, maybe you do a lot of gossiping. Is that energy in alignment, again, with the person that you're becoming, with the highest version of you? Do your friends inspire you? Do your friends make you want to be better? Are your friends doing better than you, so you have someone to look to? Do your friends pour into you? If not, then it might be time to see, maybe it's time to let some friendships go, and maybe it's time to focus on finding, different friends to hang out with. Leveling up in your life, getting your life together, and refreshing your life really can start with the friends that you have. And I have done this myself, where I'm just like, I went from the place of, because if you guys listen to my podcast, if you watch me on YouTube, you know that I used to be really, really codependent. So I had to get to the place where I wasn't like, oh, why don't you want to be friends with me? The place of, do I want to be friends with you? And from that place, that is how you then discern the friends you want to keep in your life and the new type of friends that you want to attract into your life. Are you actually the type of friend, the type of person that I want in my life, that I want to be associated with, that I want to grow with? So be sure to think about that too. The fourth is start a new hobby or learn a new skill. So to freshen up your life, to get your life together, I think getting out of your comfort zone is always so super, super, super important. You really want to get out your comfort zone. You really want to start doing things that stretch you. You want to start doing things that challenge you. You want to start doing things that just make you step into that next level of yourself. So if you've been meaning to learn how to cook, take a cooking class. If you've been meaning to learn a new language, do a learning class. One thing that I want to do, it sounds really embarrassing and cheesy, but I used to swim and I stopped, and I want to take an adult swim class this summer. That's one of the things I want to do. I want to really become a strong swimmer. So think about the things that you've been putting off. Think about the skills and the experiences that you've been putting off, and stop putting them off. Learn how to swim, learn how to ride a bike, go bungee jumping, do whatever it is. It doesn't have to be like these huge things. It could be really small things. Learn how to knit, whatever it is. Do something that you have had an interest in or a curiosity about that you've been putting off, and do it now. There's no need to put it off. Do it now. And that could really help to breathe in that new energy, breathe in that new abundance into your life, that new experience into your life. So get out of your comfort zone and try something new and different. The fifth is dance it out. I know everyone, hey, Vaka, how are you, sweetheart? That's right, you guys. If you're listening on the podcast, don't forget to also join us over on YouTube, my YouTube channel, which is linked below in the show notes, Candy Washington, because that is where you can talk to me when I go live and have some really fun, deep discussions. So hello. So if you guys hear me, that is who I'm talking to. So be sure to join us. You are not late, Vaka. You are right on time. Yes. So thank you for coming, sweetheart. So dance it out. That's the fifth one. I know a lot of times people will say yoga, Pilates, take a walk in nature, and all of those things are great. Definitely do those things as well. But I think that there's something just magical and different and just so freeing when you put on some music and you really connect to that beat and rhythm, and you just dance and you just don't care. There is just something so freeing about dancing, where you pop on the music and you just let it flow. Your body grooves and moves. I think there's something so healing, something just so cathartic and releasing about that. And I think, again, remember, refreshing your life and getting your life together. It's all about moving the energy. It's all about creating the space. And I think something happens within us energetically that changes, that gets, mixed up, that gets moved around when we dance. There's just something magical. There's something that it's like alchemy when we dance. So dance it out, put on your favorite tunes that you really gets you going, and dance it out and just bust a move. Number 6 is make a list of the things that you pledge to stop doing. Because again, I want us to refresh our life. I want us to level up. And we need to get out of the mentality that we need to be doing, and that we need to always be, on and productive and all of that stuff. We want to really focus on what kind of lifestyle do we want, the quality of life, enjoying our free time, enjoying ourselves. So maybe make a list of the things that you're going to stop doing. It could be you're going to stop procrastinating, or you're going to stop, working late. You're going to stop going in too early. You're going to stop working through your lunch period. You're going to stop, canceling plans when you want to be social and you want to be out and all of that stuff. Or maybe you're going to stop saying yes to things that you don't really want to go to. So make a list of the things that you want to stop doing. Anything in your life that you have been doing, that you've been saying yes to, that you don't want to say yes to, or anything that you have been doing that has been taking away, from you, stop doing it. Give yourself permission to stop doing the things that do not serve you. Give yourself permission to stop doing things that doesn't fill you up. Give yourself permission to stop doing things that you're only doing it for someone else. So pledge to do things, to stop doing things. And that's a huge way to get your life together. Because again, I've said it about 100 times. I'm going to say it 100 more times. The key to refreshing your life, the key to getting your life together is moving the space, creating the space, moving the energy. So when you stop doing things that do not serve you, when you stop doing things out of just obligation for other people, you create the time, space, and energy to focus that back onto yourself. So now all of that time that you, and all of that energy, and all of that space or whatever that you were using to make somebody else happy, you can now use all of that to make yourself happy. Because remember, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, it is just transmuted or changed. So you can now take that energy, that mind psyche, that time, all of it that you were giving away, and you can now use that to pour into yourself, to get your life together, for you to be happy and for you to grow and for you to learn. The seventh thing, and it kind of ties to the sixth thing, is take things off of your to-do list. Like, remove it from your event and take things off of your calendar. One of my favorite things to do now is go through my list of the things I have to do, or go through my calendar and I say, what are the things that are absolute priorities and what are the things that are not? And if it's not an absolute priority, and the way that I prioritize is it urgent and is it imperative? So if it's urgent, like it's time sensitive, you got to do it. Or if it's imperative, like I have to do it, then that will take a priority. But other than that, if it's not urgent or if it's not imperative and it's just sort of wishy-washy, I take it off the list. I will cancel the event and I'm not going to go, thanks for the invite, but nope, I'm going to, conserve my energy tonight doing something else. I find myself writing all these things on my to-do list of all these things I need to do, but then I look at it and I say, do I really need to do all of this? Do I need to do all of this? What can I delegate? What can I give to somebody else to do? What can I just say, you know what, this isn't that important. I don't need to do it. What can I just give to God? What can I give to the universe and be like, you know what, I'm not going to worry about this. God, universe, you handle it. I'm going to give it to you. Rethink everything you think you have to do. Because a lot of times the things that we think we have to do isn't really true. There are certain things we have to do, of course, but use your discernment, use your gut. If somebody invited you somewhere and you don't want to go, don't go. You don't have to do that, And also, don't equate being busy with being productive. Just because you're busy doesn't mean you're being productive or effective. So maybe think, what can I do differently that will make me more productive and more efficient, but by doing less? Because isn't that actually the point of all of our technology that we have? All of the technology that we have, the whole point of it is to do more with less. Reach more people, do things faster, do things more efficiently, more productive, but you're spending less time, less money, less energy, less effort. So that's the same mindset that you want to bring to your list that you have to do, to all the other events in your calendar, to all the phone calls and all the meetings and all of this stuff that you have to do. How can I do more but by doing less? How can I be more efficient? How can I be more productive? How can I free up space to pour back into myself? So those are the 7 ways to refresh your life and to get your life together. I'll run through them again super quickly, top line. The first is declutter, clean, and organize your space. Remember, the purpose of all of this is to shift your energy, shift the space, to open up the energy and the space for something better, higher to flow in. Because if we're cluttered, if we're stuck, if we're unorganized, if we don't feel good, then there's no room for something better, higher to flow in. And that starts with your environment. Think about how better you feel when your room's clean, when your house is clean, when your apartment clean, when your car is clean. Your environment matters. I was having a conversation with my sister about this a couple weeks ago, and I was saying how you take a seed, right? And it's a good seed. But if you place that seed in bad soil, is that seed going to reach its full potential? Probably not. There's nothing wrong with the seed. It was just planted in bad soil. You take that same seed and you plant it in good soil. Will it reach its fullest potential? Probably. Same exact seed. Just where was it planted? Was it planted in good soil or bad soil? But it has no bearing on the worthiness and the value of the seed, because the seed is still a seed. And that's how you want to think about your life. That's how you want to think about yourself. You are that seed. Regardless of where you're planted, you're still worthy, valuable, all of those things. You're still the seed. But in order to reach your full potential, you need to be mindful of the soil that you are planted in. So if your environment isn't conducive to you being the fullest version of yourself, it's time to change your environment. It's time to refresh. It's time to reboot. It's time to plant yourself in the best soil so that you, your life, your seed can grow to its fullest potential. And that can be as simple as decluttering your house, decluttering your space. The second is organizing your wardrobe and your makeup and all that stuff. We talked about that. Do a full inventory sweep. Is your wardrobe reflecting the old you, or is it you stepping into the version of you that you're becoming? What soil are you in? The third, and this might be the most important one, your friendship inventory. Who are you hanging out with? Are you hanging out with people who feed you? Are you hanging out with people who pour into you, who inspire you, who you aspire to be like? Or are you hanging out with people who same old, negative stories, gossiping, blah, 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 not really going anywhere, always has a problem, always has drama? You know, what soil are you in? When you hang out with your friends, are you in good soil where you can grow to your fullest potential? Or are you in not so good soil where you're stifled and you're stuck? So be mindful of who you hang out with. The fourth was start a new hobby, learn a new skill. Try something new. I'm going to learn how to swim this summer. That's me. And I'm not ashamed. I'm an adult who cannot swim, and I'm not ashamed of it. And I'm going to learn how to swim. What are you going to do? Put it in the comment box below. Let me know, what are you committed to learning how to do this year? The fifth, dance it out. Hey, Kamiko. Hey, sweetheart. The fifth is dance it out. You know, we talk about yoga, we talk about walking, Pilates, working out, blah, blah, blah. Those things are great and fabulous, but dance. I'm telling you, dance. There is something so healing and powerful when we ignite the energy within us. Because remember, I said it 1,000 times, I'll say it 1,000 times more. It's all about changing and transmuting your energy, the energy around you and the energy within you. And there is something just so spiritual. There's just something so cleansing about dancing. It can be a hip hop, it could be country, it could be whatever. Whatever is your thing, blast some music and shake your booty and just enjoy yourself. Move that energy inside of you. There is just something magical about when you tune into you. Move your body. The sixth was make a list of the things that you pledge to stop doing. Stop saying yes to the things you don't want to say yes to. Stop settling for the less than what you deserve. Stop overextending yourself. Stop not taking care of yourself. Stop doing the most for other people while doing the less for you. We're stopping all of that. Make a list of what you're going to stop doing. Because when you stop doing the stuff that doesn't serve you, you open up this time, space, and energy to pour that back into yourself so you can become the highest version of you that you are meant to be. And the last but not least, take things off of your to-do list and off of your calendar, whether they're calls and Zooms and events and blah, 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 blah. Simplify your life. Be more productive, be more effective. Do more by doing less. Simplify your life. Who is it, like Marie Kondo, whatever brings you joy, all that stuff. Find your power in simplicity. Because you feel like you don't have your life together. You feel like your life is cluttered when there's overwhelm. When there's overwhelm. So the best way to get your life together, the best way to refresh your life, the best way to step into the next version of yourself is to simplify your life. Do the things you intrinsically want to do. Stop people pleasing. Be mindful of the company that you keep. Care about your environment, and then take care of your inner child. Take care of your own energy and take care of yourself. Simplify your life. Make how you feel your best and first priority, and then everything else flows from that. Simplify your life. Be mindful of your energy and be mindful of your environment. So there you have it. Those are my 7 ways to refresh your life. If there are any questions from anybody watching, please be sure to just pop the questions or your thoughts or comments into the chat box so we can get into it. If you guys are listening to this on the podcast, don't forget to join me over on my YouTube channel, Candy Washington, where you can join for our lives and you can ask questions and get more support. And speaking of more support, I do have a Create Your Dream Life course. It is linked below. And we also have a VIP Lux Life Facebook group. And we also have the Journey to Self-Love journal that is also linked below. And some also free goodies and some free guides. So just check everything out in the description box and in the show notes. So with that, I want to say thank you, everybody. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, be well. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend because your journey to self-love and self-worth is always better with a little bit of support and a lot of community. Mwah. I love you guys.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram at Candy Washington. Let's go! 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Have You Seen Me seamlessly picks up where Gossip Girl leaves off, but with more sex, more lies, and more dead bodies a la How to Get Away with Murder and You. When a coveted member of a group of entitled yet ambitious 20-somethings goes missing, their deadly secret is threatened to be exposed. But the real question is, who will be next? Read Have You Seen Me by creator Candy Washington on Amazon Kindle Vella or listen and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts.